Hey, welcome to another edition of our movie review on the couch. Today, we are going to discuss New Moon.
Fucking sucks.
This movie is an atrocity. As in... Tyler, you want to take this one real quick?
Okay, basically, let's start it off with this. I went to go see Twilight a couple years back. It was so bad that's the only movie I've ever actually walked out on. Okay?
That was because you're whipped, right?
Yeah, I was whipped. Girlfriend at the time. Long story short.
You were her bitch.
What?
I said you were her bitch.
I was. But no, ended up walking out. It was that bad. Only movie I've ever walked out on. Looking back on it. So we decided we'd watch New Moon for this, review thing, and needless to say, it was
torture. It was torture.
It was almost as bad as the first Twilight movie.
No, this one was far worse.
Okay, well, granted, I never finished the first one, so my opinion of that one is extremely low on the scale.
So, first of all, you have Twilight, which screws up the whole vampire genre. So, for the second book, what do they think to do? They bring werewolves into it, and they just sort of rape them. They take this whole fantastic idea, which is brought to you by Silver Bullet, an American Werewolf from London, Wolf, The Howling. I mean, all these really fantastic werewolf movies. Cursed. And did you really just mention Cursed?
Yeah.
Okay, well, with that aside, you watch this, and it's just a heaping pile of crap.
All it really is basically a teenage romance story. Okay? And I know everyone knows that by now, but I'm really going to try to hammer that in while we're reviewing this, because while there are vampires and while there are werewolves in this, they mainly focus on the whole romance part of it. And they do a hell of a terrible job in doing that as well. So, their main point, they screwed up on that. So, I mean, that should just tell you how bad it is.
I mean, this movie was so terrible that we made fun of it the entire time because we could not really follow. I mean, I've read the book, and I really could care less.
Okay.
I read the book a while back, and I couldn't even finish the series.
As bad as the movie was, okay, and I'll say it's terrible. I'll say that right now, so don't think I'm about to say anything really.
I'll say something positive about it.
But here's something. Okay, Michael Sheen, if you know him from Frost Nixon, he plays the head vampire of some cult thing. I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head.
Volturi,
the Volturi. So he plays the head vampire of it. It seems like every time he's on screen, he's giving all the younger bitches acting lessons. Okay? It's like, this is what you need to be doing, you're not doing it, watch me perform. And he pretty much steals the show. Him and the little girl, I can't remember, what's her name? Dakota Fanning. Mm-hmm. The two of them basically steal the show from everyone else. Even though they're only in it.
It's not difficult.
Even though they're only in it for 5 minutes. That tells you how bad everyone else is.
So, there are two highlights of the movie. First highlight comes when, as Bella, gets a little paper cut or something, she's bleeding everywhere. Because it's so believable. Mm-hmm. And so, what does Edward do to help rectify the situation that Jasper is about to rip into Bella? He throws her against the wall and makes her cut herself everywhere. So she's really bleeding out.
And it's hilarious.
But it was so awesome. She just slams into the wall, crashes down on this table, and just is out.
And we all laughed and laughed and laughed.
That was the best part. The second best part, though, came when Robert Pattinson got his butt handed to him by the Volturi.
Michael Sheen, that, like I was saying earlier, steals the show, and in that one scene, he beats the crap out of Edward. And that's my favorite scene of the whole movie, just because the special effects actually look good and the fight scene's actually pretty good. Edward's getting the crap knocked out of him, so I'm having a good time watching it.
I mean, it is so amazing watching horrible actor Robert Pattinson getting his butt handed to him.
By, Michael Sheen. It was awesome.
Regardless, I would stay away from this movie as best as you possibly can. I realize that everywhere you turn, there's Twilight here, Twilight there. Just stay away.
Oh, and plus, those one or two good scenes we were telling you about, you can probably find them on YouTube. Not that I'm condoning the whole uploading of parts of movies onto the website, but I'm just saying, those two are probably on YouTube somewhere.
And I would say that instead of wasting your money, I would do it that way.
Yeah, you can probably watch those only two good scenes from the whole movie on there.
And so if you had to give this stars, how many would you give it?
I would give it... are we talking like out of 5 stars?
It's a 5-star rating, 1 to 5.
I'd give it a 0.5 out of 5.
1.5.
So that's like half of 1 right there for those of you who are not in the know. So it's like 1 out of 10.
And this is actually one of those movies that I'm just not going to rate because it's not worth the time. So basically, yeah, no stars for me.
Join us next time as we review
The Box.
Richard Kelly film The Box, based on the Richard Matheson story.
It's a short story.
Button.